So you're weighing the costs of home health care and assisted living. If you think home health care is the affordable option, watch this video first. The cost comparison between home health care and assisted living depends on the level of care required, the type of services provided, and the duration of care. Generally, home health care is often seen as more affordable for those who only need part-time or occasional assistance. But for individuals who require more extensive or full-time care, home health care can become significantly more expensive than assisted living. Home health care involves receiving care at home from nurses, aides, or therapists, and it's typically for specific medical or personal care needs. The cost of home health care can vary based on the frequency and the intensity of the care being provided. Part-time help may cost less than full-time or round-the-clock care, but on average, home health care can cost around $20 to $40 an hour, depending on the type of service being provided. Right now, the average cost in the US today is $33 per hour. So if someone needs care for 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, the monthly total cost could exceed $7,000 a month. For anyone requiring full-time or 24-hour care, the cost can even be higher, upwards of $23,000 a month, making home health care more expensive across the board. Assisted living provides a structured communal living environment where residents receive help with daily tasks like dressing, bathing, eating, taking medication, toileting, all of those different things. Most assisted living facilities offer a variety of services, including housekeeping, transportation, social activities, and meals, all a part of that monthly fee, versus home health care, where you are only paying for the actual care, not all the extra amenities and things. The cost of assisted living can vary significantly depending on location and if the person has a private bedroom or a shared bedroom, as well as the level of care being provided, but it generally ranges from $3,000 to $10,000 per month. This often includes room and board, personal care, and most non-medical services, making it the more predictable and comprehensive option for people who need ongoing assistance. I personally own and operate some care homes, and I've shown others how to get into the industry. So if you're thinking about opening your own, check out this video right here next to learn more about how you can get started today. Something to keep in mind is if an individual's care needs are high, assisted living costs may start to increase over time, especially if the additional medical services like medication management, therapy, or skilled nursing care are now needed. Some assisted living facilities offer higher levels of care or specialized units for individuals with conditions like dementia or Alzheimer's, which can raise costs significantly. Home health care can be really tailored more specifically to the needs of the individual, and it may allow for greater flexibility in the terms of service hours, but as the amount of care needed increases, so does the cost, especially if you need 24/7 care. And the big one we haven't touched on, but definitely comes to mind when comparing these two options, is the social aspect. One of the biggest reasons people fall into depression towards the end of life is the lack of socialization, and having one-on-one care can be tough for someone who needs that stimulation and wants to interact with others, playing games and listening to stories and just sharing life with them. When you only have one person coming in to care for you, it may not be enough. One is good, it's better than none, but it may not be enough, that's for sure. But in an assisted living environment, there's plenty of interaction and socialization to really help accommodate everyone's needs, especially those social needs. The choice between home health care and assisted living depends on the individual's personal preferences, medical needs, and hugely their financial situation. While home health care can seem less expensive up front because you're breaking it down by the hour, when it's part-time care, it might be less expensive, but then it brings a huge burden to the family who has to pick up the extra hours of doing the care on their own. And now the costs can escalate quickly for those who need that 24-hour supervision, because you're either giving up your life or you're paying for someone to come take care of them 24/7. Those specialized medical services, they don't just stop. Assisted living may offer more consistent, all-inclusive care at a set monthly rate, but its affordability depends on the individual's level of care needs and the chosen facility. So make sure that you choose wisely.